Today is the highly anticipated second annual Celebrity Golf Classic here in Burbank, California, with actor-comedian Kevin Nealon and the Melanoma Research Foundation. With melanoma being one of the fastest growing cancers in the U.S., today's benefit will raise critically needed funding for research and to help find a cure. Stay tuned for exclusive interviews with me, your host, Deanna Chambers, only here on PynkCelebrity.com. So every hour of every day, someone dies from this disease.
Yeah.
How important is
It's
awareness?
shocking, right?
Yeah, that's a really crazy
It's a
statistic.
crazy statistic, yeah.
How important is awareness and your involvement today, especially?
Well, I think awareness is the most important thing. I was just saying, when I grew up in Louisiana in the 80s, people would put on baby oil and lay on roofs to get a better tan and just burn themselves, literally. And then, tanning beds and all that stuff. And it's the same thing as smoking. Once you know that it's bad for you, then you can make a choice. And then if people are making that choice, there's nothing you can do. But letting people know how easy it is to prevent and how dangerous it is when you don't, it's everything. Knowledge is everything.
Every 8 minutes, someone in the U.S. will be diagnosed with melanoma.
I look forward to this term every year just to get my skin checked. And there is usually a hole in a camper where you go in and, beautiful girls make you take off your shirt and they check all the...
They don't. I'm actually planning on being out there later, so.
Check, any spots and moles and things that are suspect on you. And there's usually a margarita involved, but it's painless and it's good for you. I'm 100% Irish, so the skin cancer thing's not a joke in my world. We're mostly supposed to be in the shade and in the rain, not really in sunny Southern California.
So maybe you should relocate to like the Bay Area or Seattle or Washington. How important is it for you to be involved today?
Well, I mean, I think that I grew up in Arizona and I knew about it probably earlier than most people because it's big out there. Because we used to put like oil on our face,
Baby oil?
Yeah, it took a while to learn that not the way to go.
Melanoma is the most common form of cancer for young adults aged 25 to 29. 1 in 50 people in a lifetime being diagnosed with melanoma. How important is a day like today to you in terms of awareness?
It's very important. I feel like not a lot of people know about the risks that they are exposed to every day walking out into the sun. And I feel like especially with a lot of black men and women, they don't know. They think they're fine. Oh, the brown skin protects us. It's not true. We have extra melanin. We're good. But it's not the case.
I actually had something burnt off the side of my head. It was like a brown spot, and I thought, right away you think skin cancer. And a lot of these things, moles and such, they, are fine. They're not cancer. But I think a lot of people think that they're susceptible to being okay, and it's very easy to get skin cancer. The top of your ears here, and yeah, that blew my mind. I didn't know that.
In 2009, nearly 63,000 people were diagnosed with melanoma in the U.S., resulting in about 8,650 deaths.
It's always been in the back of my mind. I have 2 kids that play baseball, and I make sure they get it on their ears and the back of their neck and on their nose and their face, and I do the same thing. One time I went through Death Valley years ago, and we had a convertible, and I got burned so badly on my nose that they had to, remove some skin there from years, when I was in my early 20s. So, what happens when you're in your early 20s oftentimes creeps up on you like 20 years later, so you have to be careful from the get-go.
People under 30 are developing melanoma at an alarming rate, by 50% in young women since 1980.
Y'all have to be, I'm from Irish descent, so I have a fair skin, so I'm always aware of it when I get out in the sun. I got to put the sunblock on and also be aware of just different changing freckles, and if they switch and change color, you gotta go into the doctor.
So what steps of prevention did you take today, honestly?
Well, I'm going to bathe myself in sunblock.
I was just telling Joy over here, I have my SPF on right now.
No, I just keep using 70 sunblock on my face and head, and
They're making the tub right now for me.
Are you going to get in there?
Yeah, I'm going to get in there. I have some flowers and a glass of Pinot Grigio, and then
What about rosé? Today is a golf tournament. We're here to raise awareness about melanoma and raise some money, of course. But we really want to know, how good are these guys on the green? Tell me about your golf game.
Well, unlike most golfers, I'm good. I'm very good.
I'm average, I guess. Maybe a little better than average.
Struggling. That's about as good as I can tell you.
I am excited for me, but not for the people behind me because I'm terrible.
Enjoy it. I don't curse at all. And I'm just good, you know.
The more I work, the worse I am, and the more time I have off, the better I get.
Oh, okay.
It's true for most golfers. I'm in the middle. I'm good, but I'm not great.
Are you threatened by anyone here today?
No. Hockey players. Those guys hit the ball a country mile.
And who are you most looking forward to golfing with today?
Well, I like to see Nealon play because he's really bad. And he's a big guy, and he can hit it really far, and it's just so fun to see where it goes because he's an equal opportunity lender with a golf ball, so he just puts them everywhere. Yeah.
We came, we saw, and now they're about to hit some double bogeys. For more information on the Melanoma Research Foundation, go to melanoma.com. I'm Deanna Chambers with Pynk Celebrity. We'll see you next time.